As we prepare to mark Veterans Day on Monday, we are all aware that veterans face many challenges, one of which is paying high medical bills. However, there is a new Massachusetts organization that helps ease the burden of medical costs. Steve Kiltonick visited Six Flags New England to find out more about Medic Now and has this report.
On a sweltering 4th of July weekend, patriotic pride was on display during Military Appreciation Week at Six Flags New England. At this annual event, active and retired military received free admission, but this year Six Flags kicked up its patriotism level by partnering with the Medic Now Foundation.
Medic Now is a phenomenal organization. It takes our veterans that are on a very strict budget and sometimes unable to afford basic necessities like food, housing, and clothing. And this allows them to get free medical care on stipend cards. And when we heard about that initiative, we had to jump on board and support that.
The Medic Now Foundation was established in 2017 by Michael Duggan, who was inspired by the men and women of Operation Noble Eagle, the military's homeland defense mission, which began after the attacks of 9/11.
During those years, I got to see a lot of our men and women going off to war, and also after a while getting to see them come back and pretty banged up from coming back overseas.
Working for the Department of Homeland Security, Duggan felt compelled to act.
Our mission is simple. We're here to help with the out-of-pocket health care costs for our veterans, active service members, and their families through a health care stipend program.
The nonprofit Medic Now offers individual, family, and special circumstance stipends. It finished testing a new smart card system that will ultimately help vets with health care expenses and aid the foundation with accountability to their donors. There are many health services available through government and state organizations, but, said Duggan, they can't take care of everything.
If they have to go to their doctor and there's a $20 copay, a $50 copay, ambulatory services, eyes, any out-of-pocket that they're going to go and they're asking for money, that's what this stipend card is for. All they can do is hand it over and the card will do the rest.
Funds are currently being raised to finance a 12-month pilot program in Massachusetts before going national next year. The soldiers in vintage uniforms were from I Company's 502nd Regiment Reenactment Group, who volunteered their services in support of Medic Now. The group's goal is to honor veterans and educate the public about World War II. Reenactor Phil Wainwright was portraying a paratrooper with the 101st Airborne, which participated during D-Day. Both of Wainwright's grandfathers were World War II vets.
I do it so that I can keep the history of what the veterans did alive, because we're losing so many of them to natural causes. So I feel that I'm doing my part to keep their memory alive.
Also on display at the Medic Now tent were vintage communications equipment, maps, and weapons used by the 101st. Matt Spidell was posing as a 101st Airborne First Sergeant. He's been reenacting for 10 years.
I've been into World War II since I was a little kid. There's this old show called Battlefield, British produced, that just laid everything out, and I was spellbound on PBS when I was little.
This is the second year the Honor Guard from American Legion Post 124 in Westfield has supported Medic Now.
They do wonders for our veterans that are deployed, homeless, and presently overseas.
Madison Curbelo of Westfield, an American Idol contestant, kept the crowd entertained singing the national anthem and God Bless the USA.
And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air.
She was inspired to sing because two of her cousins served in the military.
I know that during that they really felt like a part of something and it really made them feel like home. So if I can help out in any way to help out people like that.
Voice of Truth, a sign language group from Westfield, interpreted Curbelo's songs for the crowd. Isabella Morganelli, the daughter of Reel to Reel's Nick Morganelli, was one of the interpreters. Nick is the media liaison and serves on Medic Now's board of directors. At the park entrance, non-military guests were encouraged to donate toiletry items for veterans. Medic Now assisted 96-year-old Corporal Oris Bud Holland, a World War II veteran of D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge. He was thousands of dollars in medical debt, so his VFW post reached out to Medic Now, who gifted him a stipend card.
We were so proud that we were able to honor a national treasure like that, and now him and his wife are absolutely debt-free.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Holland is just one of the thousands of America's heroes Medic Now hopes to help become medically debt-free. For Reel to Reel, I'm Steve Kiltonick.
In my path they stand.